It was another ordinary day at JFK Airport. Travelers rushed past each other, families clutching passports, business flyers glued to their phones, children tugging impatiently at their parents' sleeves. The terminal buzzed with the usual chaos, but Officer Ryan Keller wasn't distracted. His job was to see what others missed. And beside him, his loyal German shepherd, Shadow, ears twitching, nose always searching. They had walked these halls 100 times before. Nothing ever seemed different. Until now. Shadow stopped. His body stiffened. His eyes locked forward. His nose lifted as if catching something invisible. Ryan frowned, tugging the leash. "What is it, boy?" But Shadow didn't move. His muscles were rigid, tail straight, focus unshakable.
Ryan followed his partner's gaze. Through the stream of passengers, he spotted a little girl, no more than 7. Her hand was clutched tightly by a woman in a bright blue coat. At first glance, nothing seemed wrong, just another traveler. But Shadow didn't believe that, and Ryan had learned long ago you never ignore a dog's instincts. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, let us know with a like. Comment yes, and subscribe or follow for more amazing stories like this. Back to the story. The officer's eyes narrowed. That's when he noticed something. The girl's free hand. Small fingers trembling as she pressed it flat against the back of the woman's coat. Not a wave, not a playful gesture. It was deliberate, a signal. Ryan's pulse quickened. The girl's shoulders were hunched, her gaze locked on the floor, lips pressed tight as if she was terrified to speak. And then she dared one quick glance. Her eyes met Shadow's wide, pleading, shimmering with fear. Then just as fast, she looked back down. Ryan's stomach sunk. This wasn't coincidence. This was a cry for help. "All right, boy, show me." Shadow surged forward, paws clicking on the polished floor. Ryan followed, weaving through the crowd. The woman in the blue coat never looked back. Her grip on the child's wrist was firm, controlling. The girl's hand pressed against her coat again, shaking harder this time. Ryan knew that movement. He'd seen it before in people too afraid to speak. Shadow growled low, deep in his chest. Travelers barely noticed, too busy, too distracted. But Ryan noticed. He trailed them carefully until they reached a security checkpoint. The woman handed over documents, her smile too rehearsed, her voice too sweet. The officer at the desk frowned at the papers. Something didn't add up. And then Shadow barked. One sharp, commanding sound that cut through the entire terminal. Heads turned. People froze. The girl's lips trembled. Silent words formed that Ryan could read even without sound. "Help me." Ryan's heart dropped. The boy beside her, no older than 5, clutched a stuffed toy like it was the only safe thing in his world. The woman's smile cracked. She snapped, "Is there a problem, officer? These are my children." But her grip tightened on the girl's wrist. The child flinched in pain. Shadow barked again, louder this time, teeth flashing as he lunged against the leash. The crowd formed a circle, whispers spreading fast. Ryan stepped forward, badge flashing. "Ma'am, I need you to step aside." Her tone sharpened. "We have a flight to catch. You're wasting your time." But Ryan didn't budge. The girl's eyes filled with tears, silent, desperate. Ryan made the call. "Take them in for questioning now." Security closed in. The woman resisted at first, her voice high and angry. But once they were pulled into a private room, her mask started to crack. The girl's hands shook as she whispered the words that shattered the lie. "She's not my mother." The room fell silent. Shadow, lying by the door, lifted his head as if he'd been waiting for that truth all along. Investigators checked the documents. They didn't match. Under pressure, the woman's story collapsed. She wasn't a mother at all. She was part of a trafficking ring, moving children under false names, right under